Alright, let me just change the color to blue. Number 5 was Siva and Ahmed saved $2,000. If Ahmed saved $436 more than Siva, how much did Siva save? Alright. Let's write down, whoops. We have Ahmed and we have Siva. Alright. So this bar represents how much Ahmed saved. Now I'm going to draw an extra bar here. And this represents 436. Okay. Now draw Siva's bar. Alright. Now from here to here is 1 unit. Okay. Because this one is the same as this one. Okay. Because they're both the same length. This is also 1 unit. I should have drawn it like this. Alright. Let's go over my thinking. The question tells us that Siva and Ahmed saved $2,000. Okay? If Ahmed saved $436 more than Siva, so whatever Siva has as money, Ahmed has $436 more. So for example, if Siva had $200 here, Ahmed would have 200 plus 436. Okay? Now it says they saved $2,000 altogether. So Ahmed's money plus Siva's money is equal to 2,000. Now this is what we need to do. If we want to find out these two, basically we can add these 2 units because these 2 are the same amount, okay? So 1 unit plus 1 unit is 2 units. Now we know the total is 2,000, okay? If we subtract the total from 436, all we need to do is divide it by 2, so we can find out how much Siva had, okay? I should have underlined the important information. And the question was, how much did Siva save? Alright, so 2,000 take away 436. When you subtract, always make sure that the top is greater than the bottom. Otherwise, you need to trade, okay? Now we needed to trade all the way to the ones column because as you can see, these were all zeros. Okay? So 10 take away 6 is 4. 9 take away 3 is 6. 9 take away 4 is 5. And 1 take away 0 is 1. So in other words, 2 units equal 1,564. Now if you want to find out what is the value of 1 unit, all we need to do is divide it by 2. So I'll just write it here. 1 unit equals 2 divided by 1,564. And now we'll do it the short division way. So 2 goes into 1 0 times. So this becomes 15. 2 into 15 is 7. Because 7 2s are 14. There's a remainder 1, so the 1 goes here. This becomes 16. 2 into 16 is 8 times. And 2 into 4 is 2 times. Okay? So the question was, how much did Siva save? And we know Siva was 1 unit, Ahmed was 1 unit. So, because we have that amount, we can write the answer there. So therefore, Siva saved $782. Okay? Let's go over my working out one more time. The question was, Ahmed saved $436 more than Siva. So that's why I drew a bar here. The bar we did not know. But because these two bars were the same, only that Ahmed had $436 more, I could label this as one unit and this as another unit. And you'll notice if you think back to the previous problems I did, I always tried to find out, I always drew them like this, but I also labeled some bars as one unit because they were the same. And once I did that, most of the time I subtracted and then divided it to get the amount. Okay, so I want you to think about that. Now Ahmed had $436 more because the question told us that he has more money than Siva, that much money. Okay, so that's why this bar here represents 436. Okay, in other words, we can say that Siva has $436 less than Ahmed. Okay, and from here to here is 2,000. In other words, Ahmed's money plus Siva's money is 2,000. Then what I did was subtract 2,000 from 436. Then I got this amount. But because there were two units and we wanted to find one unit, we divided it by 2. Okay? So that's why our answer is 782. Hopefully your working out is similar. Okay? Doesn't have to be drawn like this, but hopefully your working out is quite similar to mine. Okay? Notice how I'm not emphasizing on the answer, but you're working out your understanding. So, with that all done and said, let's give you the problem for the next lesson. Alright. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, number 6. Wilson saved $1,204 and Jason saved $253 less than Wilson. Excuse me. If Aziz saved $1,118, how much did the three boys save altogether? Now when you draw your problems out like this, there's actually a name for it. This is called the comparison model. And when you make a comparison, that means you compare more than one thing and look at the difference. This really helps with these types of questions, okay? So hopefully I gave you a head start on how to work out your answer, and good luck with that, okay?